Donald Trump is the 45th president of the United States of America. Recently, after the Raleigh incident, his popularity has increased, and I saw many Muslims online promoting him and endorsing him. And I'm like, how can a Muslim promote and support a person like Donald Trump, who has made multiple problematic statements and whose anti-Islam rhetoric is apparent? Inshallah, this video isn't about voting or democracy, but it's about making it clear that Donald Trump is not our friend and definitely not our ally.
Actually, Israel is the one, and you should let him go and let him finish the job, and let him finish the job, and let him finish the job.
So without wasting any time, let's watch the clips and come back.
I think Islam hates us. There's something there that there's a tremendous hatred there. There's a tremendous hatred. We have to get to the bottom of it. There is an unbelievable hatred of us.
I guess the question is there a war between the West and radical Islam, or is there a war between the West and Islam
It's
itself?
radical, but it's very hard to define. It's very hard to separate because you don't know who's who.
You don't know who's who? This is the tactic of a person who doesn't want to make a separation between the religion of Islam and the deviant, misguided groups claiming to be Muslims. By the way, Trump isn't a stupid person. He uses simple, basic language because he knows the academic level in America is decreasing. Imagine we have people in America who can't name 3 countries.
Can you name 3 countries in North America? Africa, 1. Asia, 2. Japan, 3.
American millennials rank last in mathematics and problem-solving tests when compared to their counterparts in other countries. This situation poses a substantial challenge to the nation's global economic standing and undermines the future competitiveness of American workers. That's why Trump finds success by using such language, which is very dangerous, because he's promoting to his audience, who are mostly on the right, that the religion of Islam hates them. He didn't say Muslims or people from certain groups. No, he said Islam.
I think Islam hates us.
And any Muslim who still supports him after this should question his faith. O believers, do not take my enemies and yours as trusted allies, showing them affection even though they deny what has come to you of the truth. According to Tafsir Sadi, moreover, the one who takes a disbeliever as a friend is also lacking in dignity. How could he take as an ally the worst of his enemies, who intends nothing but ill towards him, and go against the teachings of his Lord and true ally, who intends good for him, enjoins him to do good, and urges him to do it? Do you remember when Donald Trump met with our brother Khabib Nurmagomedov, and Khabib asked Trump if he got into office to do his best to stop the oppression of our brothers and sisters in Palestine?
50 times. Thank you, man. You know, I don't know. I got a little girl I love, and I gotta see. I think this could be it. Well, if it
Trump claimed he was going to stop the oppression of our brothers and sisters, and many Muslims posted this clip without realizing they are helping him in his campaign and promoting him even further to the Muslim community. But during an interview with Logan Paul in his podcast Impulsive, he twisted the words of our brother Khabib and made it all about Ukraine and Russia.
You know, it's very interesting, though. So Khabib came up to me after the fight the other night. And, you know, you guys would probably say he's the best ever, maybe. And, you know,
Probably
certainly he probably is, and are very close, right? John Jones, a lot of people say.
I'd say 1 and 2.
And, you know, and he said to me, oh, I hope you can get in because we have to stop the wars. We have to stop the killing. He was so smart. He understood it. And I think he's friends or was friends, but I think he is friends with Putin very much.
Yeah.
But he said, we have to stop the killing, and it's true. And I think I'd have that war stopped. If I was president-elect, right after the election, if I win, I will get that war stopped. I'll get it stopped fast before I get to office. If it's not stopped before then.
Talking about Russia, Ukraine.
I'm talking about Russia, Ukraine. We'll get it stopped.
On the
so
flip
many
side,
people are being killed. Far more people are being killed. And I thought it was great when Khabib came up to me and he says, we've got to stop all of the killing in the war. He's a very smart guy, very interesting guy. We talked for a while.
So basically, Trump used Brother Khabib as a publicity stunt because he knows people respect Khabib. So when Muslims see a person like Khabib openly asking Trump for help as if he's any different than Biden or any other previous US president, there is a perception that sticks in their minds. I like Khabib, Khabib likes Trump, therefore I should also like Trump. Subhanallah, every single person on the face of the planet knew that Brother Khabib was speaking about our brothers and sisters in Palestine. But again, what do you expect from a person like Donald Trump? I don't know why you expect Trump to care about our brothers and sisters in Palestine when he's the one who played a big role in pushing the recognition of Jerusalem as the capital of Israel.
Thank you. When I came into office, I promised to look at the world's challenges with open eyes and very fresh thinking. We cannot solve our problems by making the same failed assumptions and repeating the same failed strategies of the past. Old challenges demand new approaches. My announcement today marks the beginning of a new approach to conflict between Israel and the Palestinians.
Did you notice the language? He said Israel and the Palestinians. This is a clear evidence that they do not recognize the existence of the country of Palestine, which again proves their two-state solution is just a lie. He spoke of Palestinians as if they were some sort of group that came from nowhere. Let me remind everybody, Palestinians are from Palestine, and it will inshallah always be Palestine whether you like it or not.
Yet for over 20 years, every previous American president has exercised the law's waiver, refusing to move the U.S. Embassy to Jerusalem or to recognize Jerusalem as Israel's capital city. Presidents issued these waivers under the belief that delaying the recognition of Jerusalem would advance the cause of peace. Some say they lacked courage, but they made their best judgments based on facts as they understood them at the time. Nevertheless, the record is in. After more than 2 decades of waivers, we are no closer to a lasting peace agreement between Israel and the Palestinians. It would be folly to assume that repeating the exact same formula would now produce a different or better result. Therefore, I have determined that it is time to officially recognize Jerusalem as the capital of Israel.
And for this reason, no Muslim should ever think about endorsing him or supporting him. I don't care if you're against the liberal agenda or hate the Democrats. Rather, you should question yourself why you only have 2 groups to choose from. This is what we call the illusion of democracy. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide our Muslim brothers and sisters to stop promoting these people to our Muslim communities and always have a big question mark on any so-called imam or Muslim leader who comes to you asking you to vote for these people. And this is why Muslims need to start thinking seriously of making hijrah if they feel they are not able to practice their religion freely. According to Asna al-Matalib Sharh Rawd al-Talib, Volume 4, page 204, Sheikh Zakaria al-Ansari al-Shafi'i rahimahullah said, تجب الهجرة من دار الكفر إلى دار الإسلام على مستطيع لها إن عجز عن إظهار دينه. It is obligatory to migrate from the Kafir lands to the Muslim lands for those who are able to do that if they are unable to practice their religion openly. So the most important thing you should be focusing on is whether you are free to practice Islam openly or not. If you can't, then making hijrah and moving to a Muslim country becomes obligatory for you. And issues like immigration or border control are none of our business as Muslims, especially if they do not impact our ability to practice our religion freely. And by the way, there is many scholars like Sheikh Ibn Baz rahimahullah who said that living in a Muslim country is prohibited to begin with. So question yourself and ask, are you really in need to stay in the land of Kufr? Many of the Muslims are able to move and come back to the Muslim lands. Say, O Prophet, if your parents and children and siblings and spouses and extended family and the wealth you have acquired and the trade you fear will decline and the homes you cherish, if all these are more beloved to you than Allah and His Messenger and struggling in His way, then wait until Allah brings about His will. Allah does not guide the rebellious people. I hope you benefited from this video. You can also watch this video about can Eminem meet the challenge of the Quran. And don't forget to subscribe to not miss any future uploads. Thank you for watching. Assalamu alaikum.